Welcome back to the Transfer Daily YouTube channel, and I'm bringing you the latest update from the transfer market here. And we're going to start off with a player who I talked about in a recent video, and that is Douglas Luiz. So, as I said in a recent video, with Douglas Luiz is that two Premier League clubs want to sign Douglas Luiz from Juventus. And as I mentioned, Manchester City are a team, if they miss out on other targets in midfield in January, they could explore a move for Douglas Luiz. But also, Juventus are considering loan with obligation offers. But Manchester City weren't seen as two of the unnamed clubs who want to sign Douglas Luiz. So Douglas Luiz's stance, as I also said in the previous video, is that he would like and very open to return to the Premier League after we know he was very good there over at Aston Villa, and his deal or transfer last summer with Juventus hasn't worked out so far. But what I can say on this, one of the teams who are interested in Douglas Luiz is Nottingham Forest, and the interest is there, but from what I can say at the moment, there's still no talks yet that have taken place between Forest and Juventus or Forest and Douglas Luiz. But the interest is there from Forest in Douglas Luiz. So we have to wait and see with this one. As I said before, this is probably one that's later in the next few weeks becomes more of a topic. So we have to wait and see. Now, young, talented centre-back Vitor Reis and Manchester City. So what is going on between them two? So we know Manchester City looking at centre-backs. Cousin from Lens is a player who they're working on. Omar Marmoush is a player who they want to sign in January, but it's a very tough deal to get done. And also Vitor Reis from Palmeiras. And this centre-back is highly rated as one of the next big things in the South America. Lenny Yoro was the centre-back of the summer, one of the young prospects. He moved to Man United, and now another one could be moving to Manchester City. And Manchester City have opened talks to sign Vitor Reis as one of the top targets for a centre-back when in the future. And a direct meeting in Brazil has took place with an initial proposal worth around 40 million euros is what the whole package is worth. So from what we know, it's Manchester City going to have to pay over 30 million euros, but talks have been held around a 40 million euro package, but no proposal or offer has actually been sent yet. But negotiations are well underway, and Manchester City have agreed on personal terms with Vitor and his agent. So the contract is ready for Vitor, and there it is. Just need to agree on a fee with Palmeiras, which isn't seen as too much. And other teams have been tracking the player, including Brighton, who had a bid rejected, but he was a name on Real Madrid's list for next summer when they look for a new centre-back. But he's not that high up on the list for Real Madrid. So there we are, Vitor Reis and Manchester City. Deal is definitely on. Reports over a deal that keeps Vitor Reis at Manchester City, Palmeiras, until the end of the season. I'm not sure about when it will be. So it could be he joins Manchester City straight away, or he stays out on loan at Palmeiras, then plays a Club World Cup for Palmeiras, and then joins Manchester City. But Manchester City, as expected, very active in the January transfer window. Two centre-backs are working on. A few days ago on Twitter anyway, the news got broken that Leipzig have opened talks to sign Noah Okafor from AC Milan. So AC Milan obviously looking at Marcus Rashford. A very tough deal to get done though. Many other teams looking at Rashford, but outgoings expected in the forward position for Noah Okafor. And discussions are underway, and RB Leipzig are confident a deal can be made with AC Milan. And they have sent the first initial offer to AC Milan for Okafor, which is a loan with an option to buy. And the option to buy is worth either 10 million euros or 12 million euros. So in that region, and there's still no agreement yet between the two parties after it's certain if Milan will accept this proposal, but AC Milan as well. AC Milan are expected to sign a forward in January. This was a goal for AC Milan for the January transfer window, is to sort out the contract and also sign a new forward if available. Samuel Ricky is ready for next summer and Milan are confident. If Noah Okafor leaves, I would expect AC Milan to be in the market for a new forward. So Leipzig are confident, but the first opening offer could be rejected. It's still not certain that it will be accepted, but there we go. And Noah Okafor as well, also open to the move to Leipzig. Now, the big news, and this could be the story of the January transfer window, and it's Kvaratskhelia. That's the only time I will be saying his second name. But the big bomb today from PSG and also Napoli involving Kvaratskhelia. So he is pushing to leave Napoli, we can tell you today. And PSG are interested and are hoping for talks to progress in the next days, as a deal is definitely on. And PSG are long-term admirers of Kvaratskhelia, as you would have seen me posting videos last summer of PSG's interest in him. And PSG are attentive to the situation, and this was before today, but now PSG have upped that interest and they are now looking to sign Kvaratskhelia in January. And as we know from Napoli's side, Napoli have had a contract offer on the table for Kvaratskhelia for quite a while now, and this has just been left on the table, no reply from Kvaratskhelia. So there was always a feeling that he could leave soon, but January was unexpected. And at the moment, what is going on is PSG are pushing for the player. And as I've just said, they are pushing for it. And PSG are open to listening to... PSG are open to offering players plus cash in a deal. And Milan Skriniar is the most likely to join Napoli with that deal, because obviously Skriniar open to a departure like Kolo Muani, and his goal for Skriniar is to move back to Serie A, where he's had interest from Napoli and also PSG. So this one is moving along pretty quickly, and PSG are making good progress on the personal terms with Kvaratskhelia. So, as I've just said, what does this mean now for Bradley Barcola? So, Luis Enrique and Bradley Barcola's relationship at the moment is on thin ice, but a move for him in January isn't expected. And PSG, for the fee, this could be. So it could be Milan Skriniar plus a package of around 80 million euros is what Napoli are asking for. So we have to wait and see. But Kvaratskhelia is pushing to leave Napoli in January, and PSG at the moment are also pushing for the signing. So still nothing agreed on personal terms or on the fee, but the deal is moving along, and this could be the story of the January transfer window. So thank you for watching the video. I will bring you back with more updates and keep you posted. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.